Hello friends, now we will see the questions that comes in your data interpretation. All the question that is based on your line diagram, bar diagram, then pie diagram, and finally your tabular diagram we will cover. So understand whatever the things that is teach here, and then you can refer your books in order to solve more question and to do more practice. So here is another question of data interpretation. Following table show the score of student in 8 bank PO exams. Assume all bank PO exam contain 3 section, each of has 50 questions or 50 marks. Okay. The total of the scores in 3 section to complete the cutoff, and if its total score is higher than cutoff, it is said that he cleared the cutoff. Okay. So this is given to you. Okay. So from this you are aware that every section is of 50 marks, right? 50-50, and this is cutoff. Okay, if one individual clear this cutoff, then they can be considered as pass. Okay, so let's see exam 1, exam 2, these are various exam. Okay, so in how many bank PO exam did he clear the cutoff, or the person cleared the cutoff? So you can see these are cutoffs. So how many people cleared those cutoffs? This is 54, so he didn't. This also didn't. This cleared. This 57, 56 didn't. This cleared. This also cleared. This also cleared. 58 was cut off. He scored 67. This also cleared. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 people cleared their exam cutoff. Okay. If the sectional wise cutoff in all bank exam is 15 for quant and 20 each for English and reasoning, then how many people can clear bank exam? Right. So they tell you now the condition is changed. For English, they keep a cutoff of 20, right? For quant, they kept a cutoff of 15, and for English and reasoning, it is 20-20. So now, how many people are clearing? So we have to see in English how many people are scoring more than 20. So more than 20, uh, this is not scoring. So eliminate this, right? Apart from that, in quant, those who are not clearing means what you have to see those who are not clearing and eliminate those, and then you have to see those who are clearing. So 15. So whomsoever is less than 15, maybe their individual cutoff or overall cutoff is more than that, but that doesn't mean that they clear that exam. Why? Because they are failing to clear the sectional cutoff, right? So here this person failed, right? Although he scored 23 in English and he is scoring marks, but he is not able to qualify the sectional cutoff. So this you can do like this, means this is eliminate, this is also eliminated. Then you will see 15, yes, he is clearing. Then he is not clearing, so you can eliminate this also. 11 he scored, he also not cleared, right? Then this person is clearing, this is also clearing, and this is also clearing. Now third section, reasoning, we see 18 he scored, 20 was required to clear the cutoff, so he is also not clearing. Anyone apart from that? This also got eliminated. So now you have to see how many people are clearing. They are also clearing the cutoffs. Yes, they are clearing the cutoff, individual cutoffs. So 3 people are there. So 3 people will be answer. Okay, 3 is the answer. So here is a question that following bars show the income expenditure in million of 5 companies in year 2001. So this is 2001 data. This is income in millions. Okay. So this blue line represent expenditure, orange line represent income. Okay. So that means this is what he expended and this is what they earn, right? Now we will see the questions. There are various companies like MN, PQRS, QR. So company MNN together had a percentage profit or loss. So MNN, these are two company, right? So you can see M expend 45 and earn 35. So this is generally you can say cost price, this is selling price, right? And this company and company cost price is 40 and selling means what he is earning is 50. So you can add this. So after adding this comes out to be 95 and this comes out to be 85. So he expend 95 rupees and earned 85 rupees, right? He expend 95 rupees from his pocket and he is earning 85 rupees. So 12 rupees he is losing. On what amount he is losing? 95. On 95 he is losing. So 12 if you divide by 95, we'll come to know the answer. Okay, so this comes out to be 12 by 95. This comes out to be 0.12 something. So percentage into 100, this comes out to be 12%. So 12% loss is the answer. So first option is here, 12% loss. Now see the next question. For company R, this is company R, okay, company R. If the expenditure has increased by 20%, so expenditure is this column, this is increased by 20%. So 100 always they have 20% is increase means 120 by 100. So this comes out to be 6 by 5, 6 by 5. So this again you can divide. This comes out to be 9 into 5, that is 54. So expenditure become now 54, right? 20% in year 2000 from year 200, and company had earned a profit of 10% in 2000. What was the company income in year uh, company income in 2000? Okay, so this is chart that provide us data about year 2000. So this is given that for company, if R is the expenditure had increased by 20% in 2001. Okay, so they tell you that in 2001 your expenditure was 40% and this is your expenditure in year 2000, right? Year 2000, and this was increased by 20%, then the value comes out to be 45 million. So you can find out now the value or the expenditure in 2000, year 2000. Yes, you can find out. So x equal to 45 into 100 by 120. So this comes out to be 5 by 6, 5 by 6. You can do this. 45 into 5 divided by 6, this comes out to be 37.5. 37.5. This is what your expenditure, right? Expenditure, and company had earned a profit of 10% in 2000. What was the company income in 2000? So this is your expenditure, and on this expenditure the company earned how much? Company earned 10% profit. So this is expenditure. So profit they are earning 10%, so you will simply multiply it by 100. They always have 10% profit means plus 10, so 110 by 100. So after you do this value comes out to be 41.25, 41.25. So your answer will be this. For year 2000 the company profit was this much. Okay, so this how you need to calculate. Just see the data and solve it. Okay, this is something that we don't need to do. I consider it a wrong statement in early. Later I read and correct it in this form. So this way you have to do. Okay, simple. They told you that in 2001 the expenditure was increased by 20%. So you know the value in 2001 of expenditure. So you can find out expenditure value of 2000. What you did, you multiplied it by 120 because in 2000 the expenditure was increased. 2000 expenditure was increased by 20% in 2001. So its value comes out to be 37.5. On this 37.5 they earned a profit of 10%. So 10% value you calculated, you find out. Okay, so here is a pie diagram. We will solve the question related to it, right? So you can see there are following 7 postgraduate from different institute, graduate and postgraduate. Their number is provided to you. You have to find the following data, whatever they ask in questions. The first data is what is the total number of graduate and postgraduate student in Institute R. Institute R, you can see here, they ask you the number of postgraduate and graduate students from Institute R. So R institute is here, right? So 17% of total, right? So total is 27. So 27300 into 17 you do. Okay, so this comes out to be your 4641 from Institute of Graduates, and for postgraduate, for R it is 14% of total. So 24700. This comes out to be 3458. When you add both of this, this comes out to be 4641 8099. So 8099 is your answer. So option number 4 is correct. Okay. Next question. What is the ratio between the number of students studying at postgraduate level respectively from Institute S? Means from S of both the institute, S of this graduate as well as postgraduate, you have to find the ratio of them. Okay. So S is 14% of this. So total number you can calculate 14 into 27300. That comes out to be 3822. This is for S Institute for graduates, and the ratio they ask you, right? And for postgraduate, it will be 21%. So 21% of 24700. This comes out to be 5187. They ask you the ratio between them, right? With the ratio between them, you have to find out between graduates and postgraduate. So 3822 divided by 5187. You can simply you need to do this. After you do this, your answer comes out to be 0.73, 0.736. So in options you have to check which fraction comes out to be 0.73. So 14 by 19, this value exactly coming 0.73. Okay, if you do with 19 by 21, this value goes 90, so it is not the correct. 17 by 21 if you do, so this comes out to be 80, so this is also not correct. 19 by 14 if you do, this will go above 100, right? So when we do this, this comes out to be 73. So exactly 73% is coming for this number. So the answer will be 14 by 19. Okay. The total number of students studying at postgraduate level from Institute NNP. Okay, so you have to find total number of students studying postgraduate from NNP. Okay, postgraduate, right? So 12 plus 15, that is 27. 27% of total. So total is 24700 upon 100. You can find out simply 24700 into 27. Value comes out to be 6669. 6669. This is your answer, option number 3rd. So option number 3rd you have to tick. So I hope I cleared this pie diagram very well and you understand the concept behind it. Thank you.